Hey everybody, it's Joanne from Artsy Light Tarot. Thanks for checking out this message. Going to be doing a reading for the sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Going to tap into the energies that are surrounding you at this time. See what message your angels and guides have for you. If you're a cross watcher, flip switch the energies roles. Don't force messages. Always use discernment with tarot, as this is collective. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Don't force messages. If you're interested, I have personals available. The email to connect with me is in the description box below. I'm going to start with Oracle Taurus, and then I'm going to dive deeper with tarot. What is the energy surrounding the collective at this time? And what does Taurus need to know about this energy? Butterflies in the reverse, Spirit. Conflict. So feeling in an energy of lack and some capacity in regards to something that brought conflict into your life. But you are being protected, and it is a part of a cycle that is bringing you to a higher level of elevation here. It says lost, but in the reverse. You're facing something. Instead of avoiding conflict, or instead of avoiding something that's uncomfortable, you're facing it. And the message here, Taurus, is that you're not alone in doing so, that this is all part of a bigger picture, that your spirit is protected. Your guides, your angels are with you. There's divine intervention. You are being protected from something that was causing stagnation, or causing you to hold back or pull back your energy is what I feel here. So you were dealing with some type of a connection where there was conflict. This is clashing differences, incompatible, irreconcilable. Sorry, I had to sniff. But you faced it, right? It says, because the running away in the reverse, emptiness, feeling invisible, cutting off in the reverse, after dealing with something that was the reverse of feeling complete. Can't stop smiling, happiness, devotion. So I do feel you were dealing with like an energy or a connection where there was a lack of satisfaction, there was sadness, there was a lack of loyalty, and that there was some type of a conflict. And you realized that there was no rebuilding, repairing, right? You tried your best to reconcile or to make something right, but you now see that it was in your best interest to move away from this. The ship, Six of Swords, and then Spirit, your angels and guides are moving you away from some type of a conflict. Trust that it is for your greatest and highest good, Taurus, is what I'm getting. So I'm going to call in your angels and guides to allow me to dive deeper into this message for the Taurus collective. What does Taurus need to know about this message, this energy that is showing up for them at this time? The first card I pulled, Taurus, will be the anchor of the message. The second card will be the challenge that you are facing at this time. We'll go from there. One more shuffle. Call in my team of angels and guides to protect my energy vibration. Do not allow for negative attachments. Ground me deep into this new earth energy. What does Taurus need to know? Four of Cups. So there was a situation where you felt an energy of lack. The Four of Cups can be about insecurities. It could be about feeling left behind in regards to love. There's someone that you really wanted to share in a connection with, but no matter what you gave, it just wasn't reciprocated. Four of Cups energy. You could be dealing with a water sign, specifically that's Cancer, is what I feel. That's the anchor of this message. So your guides and angels are wanting you to look at this situation from a different perspective or vantage. For those of you that are in hurt feelings or feeling like you're triggered in regards to your value and worth, your angels and guides are wanting you to know that the reason this didn't work out, this was a conflict that could not be resolved, is protection, okay? Your angels and guides provided you divine intervention because whatever it was that you were connected to with had served its purpose, or it was keeping you from something that you were meant to be moving towards, right? So I do feel that this situation occurred in order for you to heal, integrate shadow in regards to this Four of Cups, to recognize that you were truly being diverted to something that was more in alignment with you, right? The butterflies in the reverse is showing me that you were in this contract or this conflict for long enough to be triggered, long enough to integrate something, but it was keeping you from something that was meant for you, right? There's something better for you. There's something more aligned with your spirit on the other side of this conflict is what I'm getting, right? The lost in the reverse. So what was lost is now being found because you've diverted and you've given enough energy to this contract where there was unresolvable conflict. Let me know in the comments below, you guys, if this resonates, how it resonates, and please like my content, subscribe if you have not already done so. That would be greatly appreciated. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So the shadow has been integrated. You have changed perspective in regards to this situation where you did feel like you were left behind, or you did struggle with letting go of a contract or a connection where you wanted to love and be loved, but there was a lack of give and take, right? There was a lack of reciprocity here. Five of Pentacles in the reverse, that is your energy, Taurus. You've healed something. You've integrated something, because the Five of Pentacles is abandonment, it's wounds. Four of Cups, insecurities. But in the reverse, it's showing me, Taurus, that you have integrated the shadow and that you have elevated now onto something else, always being guided by your angels and your ancestors towards something that is more, that's waiting for you. Basically, you've been shielded. Your guardian angels have been shielding you into helping you integrate, elevating, right? Seeing you elevate where you were in a situation or contract where there was some type of a conflict that could not be resolved and it was keeping you stuck. You were dealing with someone that lacked loyalty. The Devotion Oracle card is in the reverse here, right? So it's truly rejection here was protection. Queen of Wands, Page of Pentacles. It was to align you. The purpose of this message is to remind you that it wasn't all in vain, that you did learn something, you did grow. This is your message. It wasn't for nothing. You integrated this energy of insecurity and you healed some type of abandonment is what I feel. You learned that this person wasn't able to give you what you wanted, and it didn't mean that you weren't enough. It just meant that you know, the cycle was closed. There was nothing left to learn. So your gratitude, gratefully moving towards something else, aligning to a new contract, a new cycle, lost in the reverse, right? Trusting your angels and guides, moving towards something that is more aligned for your spirit is what I'm getting, Taurus. What is the challenge for Taurus in this message? What challenge is Taurus facing at this time in this message? Illusion, strength in the reverse, bottom of the deck, Three of Swords. So the moon is Pisces energy, could be dealing. So lots of water, a lot of emotions here. So it was difficult to really, truly change perspective because there was a lot of emotions that could have been causing you to stay longer than you should have, or causing you to have to take a lot of time to reflect. The moon is about secrets, it's about illusions, it's about fear. And then we've got the strength card in the reverse for your challenge. There could have been things that you didn't know. There was conflict and there was chaos attached to this conflict because of illusion. Somebody was wearing a mask, Taurus. Somebody was being deceptive. Somebody was not being completely open and honest. There was some type of betrayal here to the heart. Three of Swords, Libra energy, and the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So this could have been a lesson of the heart, because I do feel there's a lot of emotion showing up in this reading. So it's being able to walk away without closure. It's being able to walk away without really seeing a bigger picture, but trusting your angels and guides. It's almost like that energy, like you don't know until you know, right? So you were being guided away from this person, even though intuitively or in your spirit you didn't want to. You felt like there was unfinished business here. There was things you didn't know, and your mind was trying to make sense of these blocks or these unknowns, these shadows, and basically you didn't get the answers that you wanted, is what I'm getting with that moon being center to the Four of Cups and the Strength. You didn't really get any definite answers or any resolve in regards to why this person wasn't giving you reciprocity in regards to emotional exchange. But your guides and angels were moving you away from this person because it was only bringing more conflict. It was keeping you from being able to manifest in alignment with God's plan, with the Lost card in the reverse. You were meant to be somewhere else, and it was time to move. So your angels and guides were basically shielding you from giving more of your energy to this connection. So Leo card on, or Leo energy on the Strength card. The moon is Pisces, Four of Cups is Cancer, bottom of the deck, Three of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, the reverse, Four of Wands. So you have learned to not need closure. The closure that you needed was just not, what am I trying to say here? You just know that you're meant for something more. There was no victory within this union. You recognize that you gave enough because the wheel was turning now in the opposite direction. So you trusted. You gave up on trying to find clarity in the confusion, Taurus, and you trusted and moved towards something higher evolved, is what I feel, or you are going to. You're going to come to this point that there's things that you don't know and you don't need to know. You're trusting your angels and guides and accepting that what is done without a closure is kind of what I'm getting here. I want to tap into the person that's showing up. The person that's showing up here in this reading. So again, I call Taurus's team of angels and guides to allow me to dive deeper into this message. Who is the person that is on Taurus's mind in regards to this message? Please show me the energy of this person that is showing up for Taurus in regards to this message. What else does Taurus need to know? The first card, Taurus, will be the shared energy of this connection. The next card will be this person's true feelings towards you. Third card will be their future actions towards you. And then the last card, you guys, will be the advice from the universe. One more shuffle. Show me the person that's on Taurus's mind in regards to this message. If they're not on your mind, they're definitely showing up in your reading. So shared energy. Ace of Swords in the reverse. So there is a lack of communication. That's the thing. There was a lack of clarity. There was a lack of being able to communicate. You couldn't communicate with this person. This person was very defensive. If you did try or pulled away, you're dealing with an avoidant is what I'm getting. Someone that's very I want to say disconnected from their heart space. Definitely not open to communicating. Someone that's very insecure in regards to communication. You can't communicate with this person. There could have been lies, manipulation. Spirit is showing me there was no truth here. There was no victory here. So move on. There's no closure. You don't need closure. All you need to know is that this person is not in alignment with your path, with your spirit, with God's plan for you, right? This person, this situation was keeping you stuck, is what I'm getting. And that is the shared energy. I feel you had a hard time communicating with this person because when you tried to communicate, it brought up insecurities, possibly on both sides here. Four of Swords. So you're healing from a situation where there was conflict. You felt like you could not communicate your feelings, right? There was some type of betrayal here, Taurus, for sure. Three of Swords is showing up again. You're healing from that betrayal. And you were feeling like you couldn't even communicate your true feelings to this person. So you've blocked this person. You may not be communicating any longer with this individual. You may have them shut down because you need time to process. You need time to heal. You need time to integrate the shadows, this betrayal. And there was a lack of clarity. There should have been some type of an apology here, but your person, instead of being honest, Five of Swords in the reverse, this person withdrew without any closure. Could be dealing with an Aquarius, because the Five of Swords is manipulation, lying, doing whatever it takes to get your own way, but in the reverse. So being open, honest, doing what was necessary to contribute to some resolve here. But this person left it in conflict because this person was only meant to show you something. You weren't meant to heal with this person. You were meant to heal on your own. Unfortunately, it was a painful way to elevate, but that's life, right? As we all know, we've got judgment here. There will be karmic debt for the situation, but it isn't yours to deliver, is what I feel. There was definitely some lack of closure here, but you are getting it now, I feel. So the person that is showing up in this message for Taurus, how is this person viewing Taurus? The person in this energy, how are they viewing Taurus at this time? Seven of Wands in the reverse. Seven of Wands in the reverse. That's Leo energy. Lots of Leo showing up. And I mean, it is the season that we are in. Seven of Wands in the reverse. You're not interested. You've detached from this person. You're not fighting with them. You're not communicating with them. You've truly blocked this person, or you have stopped giving, because that is what you feel in your intuition is the right thing to do. You know, if you continue to participate or to chase, you will end up blocking your path, your destiny. Now that you have set some type of a boundary, you feel better, even though there's a lack of clarity in regards to certain things within this conflict. I do feel that this Seven of Wands in the reverse is indicating that you have isolated yourself from this person. King of Cups, Six of Wands. You've honored your heart, Nine of Cups. Perfect, right? And it has been for your greatest and highest good. Slowly but surely, Taurus, you are making the correct moves here. You are being tested and you are aligning to your wish fulfillment. You are honoring your spirit. You are choosing self. Nine of Cups. Look how happy this guy is, right? He's surrounded by all of this beautiful energy. And that's a choice. You can choose to have your cups empty. Four of Cups, we had that. You did that. And then you recognize that the choice to move in a higher vibration was truly yours. You know that you were being protected. You feel that in your spirit, and now there's an energy of victory, Six of Wands, in you choosing self, choosing what makes you happy. Nine of Cups is your wish fulfillment, and there's victory in that because you have a beautiful heart, Taurus, with the King of Cups, right? So you disconnecting from this conflict, from this relationship where there was a lack of clarity, is now allowing you to align to your heart. And now you're going to have victory in that regard. Your guides and angels are celebrating for the fact that you are aligning back to your heart. Right? I do feel that you could be seen in the public eye. If there are other people that are witnessing this ascension, there's just this energy of, victory. I do feel your angels and guides are showing me that you are being victorious in your choice because you're operating from your heart space. And as a result of that, there's a manifestation of joy and gift and abundance coming towards you, is what I feel. There was love here, but there was no victory. There was a lack of reciprocity here. So you know how that resonates to your situation, to your spirit. Please let me know in the comments below. What future actions will this person be taking towards Taurus, if any? Six of Swords. Aquarius energy. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. Four of Swords. So they know that you have pulled your energy away from them. They know that you are aware of this betrayal. So where there has been a lack of communication, they are aware that you know that they were being deceptive within this conflict, within this contract. Six of Swords is moving towards higher elevation. And here in the boat, you've got the feminine and the child. It's the inner wounds. Like I said, there has been integration of shadow, healing of inner child, healing, of abandonment. And the masculine in the Six of Swords, Taurus, is your guide, and it's moving you towards more balanced energy, because the water in tarot represents emotion, right? So you have trusted your angels and guides, you have calmed your emotions, and you have connected back to your spirit. You are being protected. Your guardian angels are shielding you. You've passed a test, Taurus, is what I feel. So continue to take the time to heal. The more time and solace you get and rest you get, connecting to your higher self with the Four of Swords, the more clarity you will receive in regards to this conflict, is what I'm getting. You could be connected to a Libra as well. A lot of mental anguish that was caused in this conflict. But there is clarity coming in, Taurus, in regards to whatever this deception was. Five of Swords. The more space you take from this conflict, the more rest you get, the more connecting to your intuition, to your higher self, the clearer this will become, that you have now realigned to a higher purpose. Karmic justice, judgment, right? So Six of Swords is how this person's future actions, they know that they have lost the ability to connect or communicate with you. They know that you are moving away from them and you are moving towards healing. And they know now that you are aware that they were being deceptive in regards to this conflict that occurred. What advice does Spirit have for Taurus in regards to this message? Advice for Taurus. Page of Wands. Page of Cups. Three of Swords. There could have been children involved, or again, the integration of healing childhood wounds was a possibility here. Wheel of Fortune. Give me more on that Page of Wands for the advice for Taurus, please. The Magician. And the Hermit in the reverse. You could have been dealing with someone that was very immature in regards to the energy and vibration they were bringing to this situation. Could be dealing with Sagittarius. This is someone that came into your life to teach you something. It wasn't really meant to grow beyond that. Page of Wands. The Empress. It was to put you back on the path that God wants you to be on. You may have been lost for a period of time. You were running away from really integrating some part of your shadow self. So this person, the purpose of this person was to put you back into the alignment of manifestation towards the Hermit in the reverse. There was something that you were really avoiding in the past that this relationship helped you resolve. Because I do feel that now you are showing up as the Magician, realigning back to your path. Where you were lost, you are now found. And God is celebrating, your angels and guides are celebrating, moving you towards this new path of enlightenment. Because the Empress is Taurus energy, it's divine feminine energy. So now that you have integrated a part of your shadow, Taurus, I do feel that you are feeling whole again. You are able to now feel complete within this energy of self. Once you heal that part of self that was triggered by this avoidant type energy or this conflict that came in, you were feeling whole. It took a while. You know, you had to face the shadow, but I feel you did it and you trusted, and now you've passed the test. So the purpose of this contract is now over. This person came into your life because you were straying away from the path of the Hermit. The Hermit is the fool's journey towards reaching certain accolades, you know, finding achievement through cycles, capturing the star, which is wish fulfillment, enlightenment, the fool's journey, right? So your guides and angels are showing me that this person came back into your life to put you back on the path of the Hermit because you were lost for a little while, but now you're back. And your angels and guides are celebrating, so trust. And for those of you that are still in the process of integrating this shadow, take the time that's necessary. Be gentle, right? Because it takes a lot of work to be able to heal these types of shadow or abandonment that's showing up in your energy is what I feel. You could be dealing with a Virgo as well, is what I'm getting here. Okay, let's close out this reading. Thank you guys for watching. Please let me know if it resonates to your spirit down below. Hit the subscribe button if you have not already done so. There's membership available if you're interested in that. It gives you access to the extendeds as well as members only content. Greatly appreciate your support on my channel, Taurus. Closing message for the collective in regards to this message. What does Taurus need to know from the universe? Transformation in the reverse, but now it's being brought to the forward. 32, it says transformation. This is death energy. There was something that you were avoiding for a long time. Some type of a conflict that you had to integrate was something that was holding you back, that made you feel lost, Taurus, for a long time. So it says, reach out for the power and strength to make changes, enrich your life, and become the person that you want to be. Not only the person that you want to be, 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment, but the person that God has chosen you to be, is what I'm getting here. There was some type of a contract that could have involved a lover that made you feel less than for a period of time, but it's time to heal. It's time to evolve. It's time to, you know, claim this death, because from death comes transformation, is what I feel. So 32 may be significant. 3 + 2 is 5, right? It's learning through pain, but it was necessary to really experience this to be able to elevate you, Taurus, is what I'm getting. Thanks, guys, for watching. God bless.